Hi everyone, it's your boy justafreak and I'm back with another manga haul, and I think that this one is gonna be pretty big and I'll show you why. So first, I got this small box over here from SciFiFire, also a big one from them, so yeah, a ton of manga should be there. And I also have this beast over here from a local store that's honestly breaking my back a little bit when I try to lift it from the floor. So yeah, no more introduction is needed. I just think that we all want to see what's inside of all of this. So let's get into it. So first, let's see what I have in this small box over here. And the delivery firm kind of I don't know, they played football with the package or what they did, but yeah, pretty unprofessional. Hopefully the manga is good. This is from SciFiFire, a new store that opened up in the UK, and they kind of took the heavy lifting from Book Depository lately. And so far they've been treating me well in terms of packaging. So as you can see, it's one box, bubble wrap, and a second layer of protection. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And they also sent me some bookmarks. So yeah, I always appreciate this. I mean, I have a full stack of bookmarks from Book Depository from the past. But anyway, let's see what I have here. And if you want to buy any manga from SciFiFire, if you use the code justafreak, and that will also be available in the description, you'll get 10% on your whole bag. And that's working how many times you want. So yeah, if the prices are right, just take a stab at them. For me, they were pretty good. So yeah, looks like in this one I have Parallel Paradise Volume 14, and if you saw other videos from my channel, you know that I've been collecting this series for a long while. I know it's an ecchi series, a pretty ecchi series, but the art is pretty good, and I like ecchi series, and the art is made by the same mangaka who did Elfen Lied. So if you like that, you're probably gonna like this as well. And this is from 7 Seas, and yeah, I don't think that this is gonna run for way too many volumes from now on. It's pretty long already, volume 14, but yeah. A little bit about the story. So one guy gets transported into another world where only females are left alive in that world. It's been like that since a long while, and he has to kind of play the role of the hero. Now you can expect what happens if only one man is alive in the entire world. So yeah, that's where the ecchi part comes in, and because of that I'll have to actually search for some panels to be able to show you, because damn, this is almost hentai. I swear, this is almost hentai. And the ecchi parts are drawn really well. So yeah, Parallel Paradise Volume 14, I've been enjoying this. I'm gonna continue collecting it and probably read this pretty soon. And another great series from this box is Alice in Borderland, and I'm keeping it the other ways around. But yeah, Alice in Borderland, this is an omnibus. It's from Viz Media. It's from the Viz signature lineup, but nothing except from the size makes this any more premium than the normal Viz volumes. The only thing that's more, let's say, different, it's that this is a 2-in-1 and it's in a bigger size from the normal Viz volumes. But yeah, an awesome series. It also has no VA, I think, really short one. Haven't seen that one, but I saw the live action. I went back to see the live action for this recently because I was reading the manga and I freaking love this series. So it gets so freaking good. The art is good, it's really full of action, and it's about a couple of people that get transported to, I don't know if it's another world, another place on the planet or something like that. I don't know. At this point, I don't really know exactly what's happening, but I'm close to the end, and it's been a blast so far. So they get transported there, and they kind of have to play some games in order to extend their visas, because once they get there, they have a couple of days, and if they don't extend their visa, they're just gonna die. They're gonna be shot down by a laser from the sky, and they're gonna die. And those games are fucked up games, mind games, psychological games, games that imply I don't know, physical training or stuff like that, but even those are mind games. And yeah, it's pretty entertaining. If you're into something like Kaiji, or if you saw Squid Game and you enjoyed that, the TV series from Netflix, this is gonna be right up your alley. Pretty great. Can't wait to read more from this one. And now let's just dive into this huge one, because there was a sale going on, and I used that as my advantage to actually get into some series, catch up to some series that I've been collecting, but I've been neglecting for a while. So yeah, really excited. I mean, this box is really huge, and as you can see, I have a ton of stuff in it. By the way, this is from Cărturești, a local Romanian retailer. So if you're from Romania and you want to buy manga locally here, they also have stores and stuff like that. But yeah, let me get this cleared out and get into what's inside this big boy. First, from this box, I got a bunch of volume from Kaguya-sama Love is War. I already have volumes from this series. I already read part of it. This is a rom-com, really hyped over everywhere. I mean, it has an anime and all of that stuff. It's a great series. It's by the same mangaka that now is releasing Oshinoko, another great series. And from what I read, it was pretty good. So a while ago, I decided that I'll go along with this series, even if it's long, and I'll keep collecting it. And yeah, forgot to mention, I got volume 6, 7, volume 11. These are all from Viz. Volume 16. So yeah, it's the normal stuff, and as you can see, a bunch of volumes from all over around the place. But basically, I bought everything that I didn't had already and was on sale, because I saved a lot of money with these buys. Volume 18, volume 19, volume 20, 21, 22. This has a really nice cover on here, and volume 23. So yeah, really happy to get more volumes from this one, because it's a series that I enjoy, and hopefully pretty soon I'll have it all into my collection. Let me know if you read it. Let me know if you thought that the ending was good or stuff like that, but please without giving any spoilers. Also in this box, I used this opportunity to complete my collection from Blue Flag, a series that I started reading physically, and recently I actually finished this series on the Viz app on my tablet. This is a high school romance series with a love triangle. Basically, it all starts with 3 people, a girl and 2 boys, and let's say that each one kind of has a crush on the other, and yeah, they kind of get into some really, I know, hard situations. Let's put it like that. But it was a really enjoyable series. The only thing that I didn't enjoy about this one was the ending, but it's still a great series, and I don't regret reading this or actually buying it and having it into my collection. But yeah, if you want to find out more about this and my thoughts about this series, let me know and I'll do a short impression video on it. And another item from this box was Rent a Girlfriend. And yeah, I managed to get a lot of volumes from this series. Right now I was lagging behind with the manga. Rent a Girlfriend was a series that I first experienced while watching the anime, and I got really hooked with it. I liked it quite a lot. It's about a guy who gets dumped. He's in college and he gets dumped by his current girlfriend, who was actually his first girlfriend, and he's kind of in a messed up situation. I mean, he's depressed and all of that, and he sees an ad for renting a girlfriend experience. And he went on and he called Shizuru, who's one of the main characters, and they kind of started fake dating. I mean, he's paying and they're going on dates. And yeah, from that everything evolves into a rom-com. Pretty enjoyable so far, and I'm happy to get more volumes from it. I had volume 9 to volume 16. So yeah, almost caught up with this series right now. Let me know if you read it or if you saw the anime. Also in this box I had Asadora volume 4. So yeah, whenever I see these volumes getting out and being at a discount, I'm gonna pick them up. Haven't started this series yet, but this is by Naoki Urasawa. Everything that I read from Naoki Urasawa is gold so far, so of course I'm gonna get it. And as you can see, these are the signature editions from Viz that are actually more special. I mean, that feel signature because they get some color pages. The paper in them is thicker, it's a better quality paper, and besides that you also get the French flaps. So yeah, this is a signature edition. Anyway, I don't know anything about this one. It's a blind buy. I'm collecting it blindly. I'm probably gonna read it when I have it all into my collection, but I have no doubts that it's gonna be good. If any of you read it and think it's bad or good, let me know. I want to find out more about this one, but again, please, no spoilers. The next one is Heavenly Delusion, and this is volume 4. And this is put out by Dampa, and Dampa always comes up with great releases. I mean, the quality is there. Paper quality, French flaps. The price is a little bit bigger, but it's a smaller company, so it's kind of expected in my opinion. They don't put out the same volumes as Viz does, so they cannot lower the price so much because, yeah, economic reasons. But anyway, Heavenly Delusion, it's a series, it's kind of a sci-fi series. It has action in it, it has a lot of crazy stuff. It also has a little bit of horror aspects in it. It's basically everything happens in a world where no one quite remembers how it was before, but there are some people with some powers and there are some monsters that are hunting humans, and the humor in this is really great, and everything so far was great. I mean, I read the first 3 volumes and I can't wait to get more into it. And yeah, it's pretty rough and bloody at times, so if you're not into that, I don't know. But I really like it, and from what I know, this is also gonna get an anime adaptation. So yeah, really happy, always happy to get more volumes from this. Next one, I managed to get more volumes from Children of the Whales, and maybe this gets me up to date with the release. I don't really know, I think so. But yeah, it's a series that I started collecting a few years ago when it came out. Honestly, first, it attracted my attention by looking at the cover, and you're gonna see while I'm going through this cover. So this is volume 14, and it's this signature edition, but no extra mileage with this one. But the art is quite good, quite good. And yeah, overall as a story and everything, kind of gives me, at least from the, I think I read 2 volumes from it, kind of gives me Nausicaa vibe. But anyway, the art is quite good, and the story so far was good as well. It's about a couple of people that are navigating the world on a whale. So this whale is kind of like a ship, an island actually, but it navigates the world. And I say navigate because the world is made up of sand. I mean, everything's a desert, something like that. If you fall into that, you're gonna get killed. And yeah, it felt pretty interesting. I mean, there's a lot of things that you don't know and you want to find out about the world and how did it get there and stuff like that. They also give you the impression that there is kind of a conspiracy behind it. You also have peoples that have some powers. So yeah, overall, from what I read, it was pretty cool. And as you can see, the art is good and the covers, I mean, god damn, these are some of the best covers in manga. But yeah, happy that I was able to get more and get caught up with it. Next, I got the second omnibus from Cirque du Freak. This is by Yan Press and it's 2-in-1. And honestly, I haven't read the first volume, but from when I read the description from this series, it felt pretty interesting. I mean, it's about this character over here, who kind of gets introduced in the Cirque du Freak world where a lot of mythical beings are existing. And yeah, it seemed pretty interesting. So I decided to buy the first volume, and now that I saw that the second one was on sale, I decided to pick this one as well, even if I didn't actually had the chance to start it, to test it, to see if I like it. But anyway, this series has, I think, 12 volumes in total, so you're probably gonna get 6 of this. But if you know more about this series, please let me know down below. Give me your opinion about this one. Another thing that I got in this series, and this was kind of an accidental buy, this is Tower of the Sun, and I thought that this was a 1-volume manga series. It's actually a light novel. So yeah, your boy got a light novel, and that's not quite usual because I don't get a lot of those on the channel, because yeah, too many words, no pretty pictures. But now that I have it, I guess I'll read it. I know nothing about this one, so I saw a 1-volume series, it was on sale, and I said, it's not gonna hurt. I mean, I'll read it. If I like it, I like it. If not, not. I won't get too invested in. But yeah, if you had the chance to experience this one, please let me know if you liked it, because it was an accidental buy. Honestly, it was an accidental buy. I don't know shit about this one, and I'm sorry to say that, but I'll read it. I mean, it's a really short book. It's not gonna take too long. Next, I managed to get volume 6, volume 7 and volume 8 from All Maidens in Your Savage Season. And this is a series that I started collecting a while ago, 3 years, 4 years, I don't even remember. This is from put out by Kodansha, and yeah, this is the final volume, so now I have it complete. And this is about, it's a romance series, slice of life, about a group of people, girls that, I don't know, they're unexperienced when it comes to love and sexuality, so they form a club where they start discussing these kind of things. And yeah, it seemed pretty cute at that time, and I decided to get it. But yeah, happy that finally I'm able to have it complete into my collection and get into it. And I also got 4 extra volumes from The Witch and the Beast. So a couple of hauls ago I bought the first volume, since I saw it in a lot of people's hauls. I know that my friend Bizarre Individual, who by the way also has a YouTube channel on manga, I saw this into his collection. So when I went to the physical store and I saw it there, I just, I know, pulled the gun and bought it to test it, to see if I like it, and I do. It's about a group, a pretty peculiar group that is hunting all kinds of monsters in the world. They basically get some contracts, some obligations from an organization to go in a place and hunt some monsters. Each one of them has their own reason. One is a witch and the other one is a vampire, if I remember right. But yeah, it was pretty good as a first volume, so I decided to continue with it, and I bought the volumes that were on sale. So I got volume 4, volume 6, again this is by Kodansha, volume 7, and volume 8. So this kind of got me closer to the actual releases. And the last one from this box is a series that I really like, and is Highrise Invasion. And I got the last 2 omnibuses that I was missing from this series. So with this one, you get it complete. Now, this is by 7 Seas, and it's an omnibus from them. It's a little bit smaller than this signature, or a Kodansha. This is not a V signature, but it's the same size. So it's a little bit smaller, but it's quite easier to read, and the quality is pretty good. It's nothing special, but it's not crap, if you know what I mean. I know those 3-in-1s from Viz, for example, those were crap. And yeah, really great series, kind of similar in some bits with Alice in Borderlands, where people are sent to another plane, another place on Earth, another, I don't know yet. I read until volume 16 everything that I have, but I don't know yet. And there they are hunted by some people with masks on them. And yeah, it's really brutal, full of action and all of that stuff. It also has an anime adaptation. I think it's on Netflix. I also saw that. And yeah, it's a great series. Can't wait to dive into these two, because I want to see how it ends. And I think it also has a spin-off or a sequel to this one. I don't think that we have it already in print. Honestly, I haven't checked, but from what I saw, I think I saw it on Anilist. I think I saw on Anilist that it has a sequel to it. By the way, I'm on Anilist, and I have a link down below if you want to check out my profile there and see what I read, what I watch, stuff like that. But yeah, really happy to be able to read this, to have everything into my collection from this series. I really enjoy it. And now let's get to the last box. This is from SciFiFire again. As I said, lately I've been using them quite a lot, because their prices are pretty good, and they have a fixed shipping cost in Europe, at least. I don't know about the US, I haven't checked, but at least in Europe. And with that shipping and the prices overall, and the fact that I can also use the discount, the 10% discount on the whole thing, the coupon code justafreak, that also helps. And they also have some kind of loyalty. I used it, I found out about it only on my last order. So basically every time you buy manga from them, not only manga, they also have science fiction books, and they also have comics, other type of comics. Basically get some loyalty points, and you can transform those loyalty points into store credits. So yeah, everything together, it turns out that at least for my region, they're pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap. So yeah, why not use them? And as you can see, this one is also really well packed. I mean, a little bit too well, because I have to go mental with getting into this. And I think that this as well, it's in bubble wrap. And yeah, of course, there's a box in a box, and I really appreciate that. I mean, when I saw this type of packaging before was in YouTube videos for Right Stuff. The packaging for Right Stuff was always really great, and from what I see, they kind of try to do something similar. So pretty good. But yeah, let's dive into this. So first, Alice in Borderlands Volume 6. I won't dive too much into this because I already talked about this, but yeah, as I said, really love this series. And next, I have something that I'm really excited about. So this is Nicked. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically a Wolverine story, a collaboration between Marvel and Tsutomu Nihei. And I'm freaking excited about this because Tsutomu Nihei is one of my favorite mangakas, and from what I see, they decided to do it in the same format as you get for paperbacks in comics, in Marvel comics, and also in DC. And yeah, pretty cool. It's nice that it's a bigger size. And damn, I'm so excited to read this. I mean, I never thought that this will get reprinted, because I don't even think that it was a print. I think that a friend of mine has it in Spanish or something like this, or maybe French. But yeah, this looks pretty cool, and it's in color. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I mean, I love Tsutomu Nihei. I love his style and everything. I love the fact that he draws those immense worlds with really huge buildings, and you can kind of get overwhelmed by the size of everything, and everything has that really awesome sci-fi feel to it, as you can see over here. And damn, it's been a while since I was able to experience something new from him, and I can't wait to dive into this. I mean, look at the art and everything. Look how good Wolverine looks in his art style. Really happy to be able to have this one as well. And now I think that I have everything from him. I mean, I don't think that I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, let me know down below, because I have to get it somehow. And let me know if you're a fan and if you also got this, or if you're getting it. But I'm really hyped to be able to have it. I wished that this was in hardcover, because for Nihei I would like to have everything the most premium way possible. But yeah, this release looks good and has French flaps, and yeah, it kind of feels like a combination between a Marvel release and a V signature. Pretty cool. And also in this box I have a couple more volumes from Nana. Some volumes from Nana came back in stock, and maybe if you saw some videos from the past on my channel, I'm trying to collect Nana for a while now. I mean, this series was out of print since forever, and for some reason it got reprinted in the US, but we Europeans got it only after, I don't know, half a year or something like that. And even now you kind of have to check from time to time to see when these volumes come in print. But hopefully, slowly, I'll get it all that is published, and it's out there and in print and all of that stuff, because this series, you know, is in hiatus. But Yazawa is a mangaka that I really like. I mean, I love her style and everything, and it just feels so good. And I heard only good things about this one, and when it was in print before, I didn't get it, and after that I always felt bad about that, and I can't wait to get everything from it. But slowly, I'm getting there. I mean, these volumes are popping up in stock everywhere. I even bought a couple of doubles at some point. If you saw, I think in my last video or something like that. Next, talking about stuff that's getting back in print from Yan Press, we get Higurashi, When They Cry, and this is Abducted by Demons arc. This is volume 2, and this is Cotton Drifting arc, volume 1. Again, when I see these volumes in print and available in stock over here, I'm gonna buy them. I saw the anime for this series a while back. It's older. I wasn't quite impressed with it, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it. It was good, and it's something that I wanted to experience also in manga format, and I'm finally able to get it. And it's nice that I find the volumes that are, I mean, this series is broken down in arcs, and in every arc something happens, and after that feels like things are recycled and a new thing starts from the beginning, but with some lingering things in it. And let's say that even if now I'm only able to get a couple of arcs, it's good enough for me. But I think I'm gonna be able to get everything slowly. But then this series was pretty expensive secondhand a while ago, and I'm glad that they decided to reprint it. And a big boy over here is Homunculus. Now, I read this series online a while ago, a long time ago, and I freaking loved it. It's a psychological series, and when I heard that they're gonna release this, and this is by 7 Seas, and it's an omnibus, it's a 3-in-1 from what I see, but it's not the usual omnibus. I mean, it's way bigger, it's heavier, it's pretty heavy, and the quality is way better. I mean, this feels, in terms of the paper and the actual weight that comes with it, it feels like the volumes that you get from Dark Horse for Blade of the Immortal and stuff like that. So yeah, a really good series with great art. It's a psychological series about a guy who is homeless. I mean, he went up from being, let's say, successful to being homeless, and he gets approached by another dude one night, and they kind of get into a deal where that guy, he's a medic or a student, I don't quite remember. It's been a while. It's been 6 years or so since I read it, so yeah, that's a good reason to reread it. Oh, this is a 2-in-1, so it's thick and heavy just because of the paper quality. Anyway, yeah, he agrees to let the other guy do a specific procedure to him, and after that a lot of top things start to happen. But yeah, it's weird, it's quite graphic and explicit in some parts. If you're not into that, stay away from it. But I can say that this is a really popular series in the manga community. A lot of people have read it, and I'm so excited to be able to collect it. And I'm glad that it's a nicer edition. I mean, if it was hardcover, would have been greater, but I'm not complaining. Next, I have volume 11 from Made in Abyss, and I think that this is the last one that came out, and it's shrink wrapped, because this again is quite graphic at times. I've been collecting Made in Abyss for a while. I know that some volumes sometimes were out of print, but they get reprinted from time to time. This is by 7 Seas, and it's nice that they did that. And also, if you want to get into this series, I saw that this month in November they're gonna put out a box set. It's called Season 1 or something like that, and it has the first 4 or 5 volumes in it. But yeah, I read a bit from this series and it's pretty nice. It's quite interesting. I mean, the world is quite interesting because they kind of live next. So humans, at least what I was able to discover so far, live next to a really big hole in the ground, an abyss, and they don't know how deep it goes. They don't know what's there. They send explorers from time to time to fetch items and do archaeological stuff and explore that stuff, but it's also dangerous and stuff like that. So yeah, it has that mystery that I like in it, and I liked, from what I read, I think 1 or 2 volumes, something like that. But yeah, happy to get new volumes. Also has an anime. It's a really popular series. It also has a lot of controversy on it, and I don't really know what's that about, because I wasn't that interested. But yeah, glad to have more volumes. And the last one from this haul is Killing Stalking. This is volume 3, and this one is a deluxe edition, and it's a manhwa. And damn, I have the other volumes. I think that these are omnibuses or something like that. I don't know. With manhwa, at least for me, it's kind of weird to know when how many volumes are actually in one of these releases, because these start as webcomics normally, and only after a while gets printed. But what I can say is that this release is pretty good. I mean, this is really heavy. The paper quality, it's awesome. It's in freaking full color, and it has that glossy paper on it. Probably you're gonna see the lights reflecting on it. So the colors are quite popping up, and yeah, really awesome release. I wish that more manga were getting this kind of releases. I mean, this one is by 7 Seas, and yeah, I wish that more manga would get the same treatment, like this format. I mean, this type of paper and this type of quality for paperbacks. The story is about a guy. He's a student. He falls in love with another guy. So yeah, this is a BL, has BL aspects in it. Mostly this one is a freaking awesome thriller, a horror story with a lot of graphic things in it, with things up that it's gonna turn your stomach over. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and can't wait to have it all into my collection. So yeah, this is my haul for this month, and as you can see, a ton of volumes, over 60 volumes in this haul. I'm really excited because I got to finish and catch up with a lot of series. I also got some really great and exciting new volumes into my collection, and yeah, a ton of them. So quite happy about it, and I really hope that you liked it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you want to talk about anything from this haul or other stuff, let me know down below in the comments. I'm always responding to comments. I'm happy to talk with the community, and if you want, you can also join my Discord. There's gonna be a link in the description. And don't forget to check out SciFiFire. Maybe they have good prices. If you do, don't forget to use the coupon code, because that's gonna give you 10% off as well. Enough about all of that. Thanks a lot for being here again, and I'm gonna go and start reading my manga, and I think you should do the same. So go read your manga. Bye bye.